Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020. In his second season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one taken in by T. Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Herbert. And that one complete once again to Higgins. That catch good for 5. It's third down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Herbert off of play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd and 10. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They'll be led by a 3-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, you know, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Watson's throw there caught by Gallup. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Watson. He gets this complete to Cephas. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 50, it's Watson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Watson. And this is Cook with a grab. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, this from 39. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 1st downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. So they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got Higbee complete right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Watson. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Herbert. This one to the left to Higbee. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run it. It's Mack. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert will find Gabriel Davis. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Herbert on third down now. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, it's Herbert. And Davis has it over the middle. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin with Frank Reich making a return to the place he once called home. Indianapolis in town for a playoff rematch to take on Buffalo. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. The rookie from Alabama, Najee Harris, with a touchdown run. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected. All tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Eagles have recovered. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Herbert. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Pressure again, and down he goes again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
We focus our attention now on the Eagles defense. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little
That's it, a little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
NFL, put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. On 1st down, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Well, this one taken in by Cephas. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
Now what we're we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Cook. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. J.D. McKissick with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Herbert now. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyler Higbee, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 4. Looking to throw. Watson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now a carry for Mack. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On first down, Watson. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 73 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just a yard to go here on second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked up. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Saints are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Connection made with Chenault. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 16, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. From the gun on third, Watson. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Now Watson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watson's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down 20-10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. Watson. Got McKissick. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson to throw. Complete to Chenault. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.